Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Dennis Wu. It's good to have you with us. In today's headlines, as Guatemala continues to be plagued by natural disasters since the beginning of this year's hurricane season, the local Tzu Chi volunteers do what they can to help, despite their small numbers. And in the Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers traveled to Makati City to help 38 families who lost their homes to an earlier blaze. In Guatemala, many months of torrential rain kicked off in May by Tropical Storm Agatha have caused landslides which severed transportation corridors and destroyed homes and farmland. In mid-September, Tzu Chi Guatemala returned to Palencia once again to distribute relief supplies to the latest flood victims. The local government helped by dispatching some 130 volunteers to help Tzu Chi carry out the distribution. Though Tzu Chi Guatemala is a tiny organization, it has nevertheless been working hard to survey the damage and bring relief in whatever way it can, winning recognition from both the Guatemalan government and the local Taiwan embassy. It's as if Guatemala has been cursed to suffer every sort of disaster imaginable. On May 27th, the volcano Pacaya erupted in this small tropical country. Then, 2 days later, Tropical Storm Agatha ravaged the land, and then a 60-meter deep sinkhole developed right in the middle of the capital, Guatemala City. It was as if the spirit world was ravaging Guatemala. Sinkholes, landslides, flooded rivers, destroyed roads, day after day of horror and destruction. Tzu Chi volunteers in Guatemala could see the struggle and hear the cries for help. So beginning last June, they began surveys for disaster relief in the stricken areas, taking one slow, difficult step forward after another, working their way to whatever pocket of need they were called. On September 19th, volunteers held a flood distribution in Palencia, about 1 hour distant from the capital city. Palencia was hit by landslides, destroying livestock, farmland, and homes. Impoverished before the disasters, not only were the people struggling to repair their homes, but many were worried about their basic food supply. Valencia's local government mobilized 130 people to help with their distributions, who appear like miracle during this desperate time. 600 local families totaling 3,600 people, most of them very old, or women and children, welcomed Tzu Chi's charitable spirit with good cheer and grace. During the distribution, volunteers met each villager with personal greetings, welcoming each as part of the Tzu Chi family, as if they were their own father, mother, brother, or sister. Yet only the night before, another torrent had burst down, turning Palencia to a sea of mud, and making traveling for the villagers much more dangerous. Though the distribution had concluded happily, the volunteers were still worried for the villagers. In the Philippines, another fire broke out in Makati City, just outside of Manila. A gas leakage led to the blaze, which left 38 families homeless. Tzu Chi volunteers arrived immediately to assess the situation and soon returned with 8 packages.
The raging blaze would not have happened if the gas leakage had been detected earlier.
There was a gas leakage, and we didn't notice it right away. The fire, ignited by an electrical short, quickly spread.
Tzu Chi volunteers quickly arrived to assess the situation. Walking through the disaster area, they carefully planned out a subsequent aid distribution. Come the day of the distribution, volunteers and fire victims sincerely pray together. Sama-sama tayong magdasal. Some are even moved to tears.
Tzu Chi's founder is Master Zeng Yan, who is now in Taiwan. Our mission is to help those in need. Every time we donate a coin, we should think of those in need and what we can do to help them.
Apart from helping the victims, volunteers also encourage them to give. To the caregivers' surprise, there are many kind-hearted people around.
We are very grateful and happy because we feel the love of Tzu Chi. I'm very happy to donate 15 pesos and help others in need just like you.
Kakaroon pa rin ng problema na pareha sa amin.
Though these residents may be disaster victims, they're also givers who want to contribute what they can for others in need.
Staying in the Philippines, we look at how the people of Marikina City have changed since receiving Tzu Chi's assistance last year after Typhoon Katsana. Today we meet Tzu Chi's very first official media volunteer there, 41-year-old Angie Soriano.
Clothes, shoes, and bags. This is Tzu Chi's charity auction in Malande of Marikina City. Whatever one wants to find may be found here.
Binili namin ang halaga 295.
I spent about $7 on curtains, a book bag, a pillow, and some photo albums. I like it a lot because everything here is cheap. It's not so expensive as the markets. Prices here are cheap, half as much or less than new, like a treasure hunt for bargains that attracts huge crowds. But at least one here isn't shopping. 41-year-old Tzu Chi photographer Angie Soriano.
The reason I photograph them is because I want to catch their happiness. The Tzu Chi charity auction sells things cheaply, and I like shooting here because you can see their expressions and tell they know are contributing to charity.
Angie says that seeing people's smiles through the lens is her biggest satisfaction. But one might be surprised to hear what Angie's behavior was once like.
I was quite nasty and had a terrible temper, but now since I've been practicing Tzu Chi, I've learned to control my tone of voice. I'm not yet completely in control, but I've changed something like 90%.
The second-hand clothing at this sale was washed by a group of volunteers, so they might be used again and gain a second life.
When I was scrubbing the clothes, the soap hurt my hands, but I worked through it and was happy to because we all know this stuff is going to people who really need it.
But what is more difficult to conceive is that Angie donated all the money she earned for her work on behalf of the auction.
When I was in the relief work program, I realized a lot of people are worse off than me. I need money, but more people need it more badly than I.
Because of her affinity to Tzu Chi's philosophy, Angie's life has undergone a huge transformation. Whereas she once spent all her time chatting with neighbors, now she feels like 24 hours in a day just aren't enough for all she wants to do.
Like before, when I'm not in a Tzu Chi activity, I feel like my life is incomplete, like I'm missing something. So I'm very happy to join Tzu Chi activities so often.
Not only has Angie joined, but she has accepted more than one of Tzu Chi's missions. As the first official Tzu Chi media volunteer in Marikina, Angie has taken on many responsibilities, one of which is documenting her own transformation as she walks the Bodhisattva path.
Last week, Tzu Chi held many Mid-Autumn Festival celebrations around Taiwan, inviting community residents to enjoy the traditional holiday with a greener approach to life by opting for a plant-based diet.
Rather than barbecuing the night away on Mid-Autumn's festival, more than 100 people in Zhonghe City and Greater Taipei gathered together to celebrate the evening in the soft moonlight.
We can sit here, moongaze, and eat mooncakes. There's no need for barbecues because all that smoke is eating a big hole in the ozone layer.
Little Planeteer Zhou Zhiliang has already switched to a meatless lifestyle and is here with his grandpa to join Tzu Chi's Mid-Autumn celebration.
We have united as a family here in this community to share in the happiness of raising the awareness about saving the earth. We hope that our planet and all its inhabitants can live in peace and harmony.
A similar celebration is also going on in Nehu in Taipei proper. Volunteers have been cooking up a storm for the Tzu Chi Mid-Autumn festivities.
A community complex really allows non-residents to host events on the property, and that applies especially to religious groups like Tzu Chi. We have tried for many years before we could finally hold an event here.
The Tzu Chi Mid-Autumn Festival party at Neihu is complete with a sign language song performance, a vegetarian feast, and a talk on environmental protection.
We should save on energy and water, take public transportation, but going meatless should be top of the list.
You have thrown yourself into service work, and we could all see that. It was very inspirational to see on the video what you have done for society. If you can do that for us, we should contribute something ourselves.
I would like to learn from Tzu Chi. I'll teach my young ones to do recycling and cut back on plastic bags.
Chen Meizhu has been a regular Tzu Chi donor for more than a decade, and when she hears that she's won the night's lucky draw, she donated without second thoughts. Love and goodwill is in the air as community residents and Tzu Chi spends a beautiful mid-autumn's nights together.
Tzu Chi's Jinsi Books and Cafe participated in the 5th annual Book Fest of Malaysia at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center. During the 9-day event, which attracted 600,000 people, Tzu Chi's stall was bustling with activity.
Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur's Jinsi Books and Cafe booth is always an eye-catcher at the annual 2010 Book Fest at Malaysia exhibition.
I was reading the newspaper, the ad struck a chord with me, so that's why I'm here.
Visitors also get to watch Wang Jinghui, who is the host of Dai TV's Modern Vegetarian Cooking, demonstrate her 30 years experience in conjuring up delightful meatless dishes. In fact, Wang Jinghui makes vegetarian cuisine so easy that many people want to give a meatless diet a try.
Actually, Sister Wang is fantastic at making vegetarian food. In fact, after listening to Mrs. Wang speak, I was profoundly touched. I've made up my mind to be vegetarian at least one day of the week.
Wang even set aside time to answer any questions for those individuals who are still doubtful on the benefits of abstaining from eating meat.
I'm actually anemic. My sister and family are concerned about me not eating meat because it will be bad for my health. But I want to share the information with my family and encourage them to become vegetarians.
Vegetarian cuisine is easier than it sounds and looks. So as long as you have the heart and the will, then why not give a meatless diet a shot?
For its annual charity concert, this year, Tzu Chi's USA headquarters chose the theme Waves of Hope for the 2 sold-out shows that ran on the 25th and 26th of September. Volunteers from Haiti flew in to take part, and 2 Taiwan stars flew to Los Angeles to perform at the concerts.
Old friends from Haiti who were recruited as Tzu Chi volunteers after the earthquake at the start of the year arrive in the United States. Joining them are Taiwanese singer Jan Yaowen and Da-ai drama stalwart Lin Jiali.
你是第一次来 LA 吗？对，第一次，然后觉得很兴奋。对啊，而且我们本来是看到单子说3位师兄姐接机，怎么哇那么多人？一下来看到有你们在，不行，我们不行，你还好，跟台湾都很像，就是那种感觉，亲切感，我就很安心，因为我要出门，所以我妈妈很担心，真的吗？
The Waves of Hope charity concert is an annual event organized by Tzu Chi's USA headquarters. The press conference is the day after the stars arrived.
他们这4位都是昨天晚上才抵达了，所以现在都还有一点点时差。
My name is Petifa Jean-Yuni. Petifa is my last name. Jean-Denis is my first name. I'm from Haiti. I am right now a member of Tzu Chi, a volunteer, Tzu Chi volunteers. So I'm very happy to be here.
It's my first time, so I'm experiencing it. Everyone is very nice, because I know a lot of Tzu Chi people, and Tzu Chi is very influential.
On stage, the gutsy performers are all Tzu Chi volunteers, Tzu Chi Academy students, and Tima members. One of the highlights is a sign language play about leading a simple but satisfying life. And of course, Taiwanese singer Jan Yawen brings down the house with her beautiful voice.
No man has ever given me roses. Finally, I got a bunch. Thank you. Coming to raise money, I was asked how I persuade people to donate. I said, I'll use my tears. I asked my parents what they bought. They said they were happy to donate their daughter.
The pledges start rolling in, and at the climax of the concert, everyone rings the peace bell in a call for global harmony. Tzu Chi Global Volunteer Coordinator Huang Sixian gives prayer beads to a Haitian volunteer on behalf of Master Zheng Yan.
I'm very happy to be at this event today, and especially to wear a Tzu Chi bracelet. I'm so moved, I don't know what to say.
More than a concert, the charity event started a wave of hope that the world can be a better place.
And in this week's US Tzu Chi 360, we return to Phoenix, Arizona, once again with April Shaw.
Greetings from US Tzu Chi 360. I'm April Shaw. Last week, we've seen Phoenix, Arizona Tzu Chi Service Center's food box program that aids low-income households. When some households have difficulty reaching the service center themselves, volunteers will go forth and bring the food to their homes. There are also individuals in need of support who do not have the means to obtain a place of their own. While there are programs in place to help feed the homeless, too often the meals, in order to be travel-friendly and non-perishable, are cold. However, Tzu Chi volunteers offer a hot meals program to address this lack. It helps to warm not only the grumbling stomachs, but also hearts and souls.
Winter in Phoenix is cold. When it's 40 degrees outside, we have hot meals when we get home. Holding a bowl of hot rice, we thought of the homeless people who would only get cold sandwiches if they were given food. At that time, we wanted to have this food bank program so they can have hot meals once in a while. We started providing meals with hot soup once a week. It's been 5 or 6 years. We've been providing them since then until now.
It's been about 2 years' time. After opening this restaurant, I say to Brother Quill, because they are really kind-hearted with every week making food to help the homeless, I will add a little of my own effort. I'm actually grateful to Tzu Chi for giving me this opportunity to help out in my small way.
We wanted to give them something nice to look forward to. They wait for us every week. We don't just give them food. We serve them food like 5-star services with drinks, candies, desserts, and fruits all included. Their Thursday dinners became the time for feasting.
Still 115 going on 19, but they still take care of us, see?
All right, okay, homework. We've been doing homework now for about 3 years today. So I found a passage in the biography that I read in the form of an aphorism, and I had printed it out before I came to the park, and I gave each person in the park a copy of their homework, which was the aphorism from Master's biography. I know these people, and I know it's influencing their life. Some of the people, they collect the homeworks. I know some people read them because maybe the following week or 2 weeks later, they'll come back with the homework from 2 weeks earlier, and they will discuss it, and they'll say they thought about it.
I got some homework tonight, man. See that?
Yeah. Enjoy your food, okay? Yeah, now you know why I keep coming, right? Today is our birthday. 5 years. 5 years we've been coming. Happy anniversary to our friends. Happy anniversary to you. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday. All right, okay. Homework. I joined Tzu-Chi in Phoenix in 2005. That makes me stay with Tzu-Chi, makes me want to come, is because I can directly help people here at the park through the hot meals program with the homeless. And I truly believe that this interaction with the people that need not only helps service them, not only helps help them, but it truly develops our compassionate nature.
Gave up living in a place just to get kind of, I've been homeless for a couple months now. I've heard about this and came down here.
People on the street that I've run in and talked to that knew about it and come here, you know, they recommended it and said, you know, on Thursdays if you're over by Escalante Park, come here. And they have very, very good food and they're very nice people. I said, okay, I'll go check it out. I got here a little late. I didn't get them. I don't want to be cliche, it's kind of like a fortune cookie type thing, but it's so much better. Don't speak unless it improves on silence. If you want peace and quiet in your life, then don't bark. See Riley? He doesn't bark, except for when I leave.
If someone barks at you, be mindful and don't bark back. Cross the street and be silent. You see that? That's why I love homie tofu. Because it's cool, man. I like
Thank you. If I believe anything blindly, it is the power of being compassionate. I believe if you go out and help people, commit yourself to helping people, your mind will open and the truth will eventually emerge in your mind and you will improve because of it. That's my experience. That's what I have learned and that's what I hope to continue to do.
There are many illegal Mexican immigrants in the United States in search of a better life. Without access to public resources, they can only put up with their discomfort when they get ill. Last weekend in Woodland, California, Sacramento's Tzu-Chi volunteers teamed up with National Health Week to provide a free clinic for Latinos, serving 580 patients in total. That's all the time we have for. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend.